But I mean, welcome to another episode of the SpaceBar podcast, where you got me, your boy Drew,
Kyle.
Eric.
Nathan.
Nice. Nathan rocking a brand new microphone.
Oh, yeah.
bro, brand new.
Oh, sheesh.
Sheesh. Thanks. That's pretty nice. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
So
Go ahead.
So we're tuning in the day after Thanksgiving, just for point of reference in time for everybody out there listening.
Yes.
Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we're very thankful for you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Spacebar Podcast.
Yeah, I actually had a few people, mainly my loved ones, tell me that they listened to it and they thought it was pretty good, and I was just like, oh, well, that kind of encourages me to keep on doing this.
Yeah.
I think being on Spotify is a big plus because being limited, especially if you don't have like YouTube TV or YouTube Plus, like which I don't have, it's really hard to listen to something long form like a podcast if you have to have your phone open and stuck on YouTube the whole time. So the ease of access.
I don't think I've ever said no to anything more than I've said no to that. Do you want to try YouTube Plus?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Every time you open the app, it's
there should be a "Don't ask me again" option. That's
I
infuriating.
want you to do it. Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, though, I was gonna ask, how was everybody's Thanksgiving?
I was pretty good.
Yeah.
A bunch of people over. Vegas, for anybody that lives. Pretty good. Turkey, brisket, greens, mac and cheese. Yams,
Potatoes.
mashed
what's his
potatoes.
Greens, beans, potatoes.
Yeah,
Was
all
your
that.
Yeah, scram.
Was his smoked turkey better than your smoked turkey?
I smoked the turkey.
Oh,
no.
okay.
The smoked
You
turkey
smoked
was not
another
as good
one?
as the friends. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Your Friendsgiving was fire.
Bro, it was
yeah.
so
The turkey was
good.
not as good. I don't know what happened, but man.
Wow.
There was one point where I poked it because I was checking the temperature. I had to poke it right in its breast, and it squirted out juice for like 10
Ooh.
seconds. A
What are we
solid
talking about?
stream. What are we talking about? It was a solid stream. Turkey juice.
Hurting for a squirt.
Yeah, it was wild. Me and my dad were like,
I just get cummed on by a fucking turkey.
right? I was just like, is this really happening? Yeah, and then I left at 5 a.m. today, Friday morning.
Yeah.
Man, I was at the bar till 3, got hammered. I didn't realize how drunk I was until like 3 o'clock hit, and I'm like, oh, shit, that shot.
Yeah. There's
It's always that delayed.
Yeah.
You're just
Oh,
feeling
man.
invincible, right? You're rocking and rolling. You're ready to go. You're like, fuck yeah, one more shot, right? And then like some
you
time
stand up.
passes. Yeah.
Oh,
You
man.
have to do something.
I had to get on a fucking
cognitive.
flight. I literally
Yep.
like
Uh,
took an Uber back to my dad's house so he could take me to the airport. And I get back like I can't fall asleep. And I still made the dumb decision of getting into bed. I was like laying there for like 5 seconds, 5 minutes or whatever. And I slowly start to like shut my eyes. I fall asleep for like a minute and I'm like, oh, yeah, fall asleep. And I ended up falling asleep. And my dad walks in and just sits there, I guess, because I woke up like 3 minutes later and I'm like, the fuck?
You're just sitting
That's
in the
not
corner,
creepy as
dude.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I really, he was
glad
just sitting
you-
there in a corner. Yeah,
I'm glad
100%.
you're awake,
He's
son.
waiting for you.
Yeah, welcome
I've
back.
been waiting
Welcome
for
back
that.
to consciousness.
Yeah, so I made it to the airport.
You're finally awake.
And my stomach was just not doing it. My stomach was having a bad time. So I went to go get food, and I get to the gate 15 minutes before we're supposed to depart, and apparently they had skipped over me because I flight standby, so they had skipped over my name. So I had to get rolled over to the 6:40 flight.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad. I fell
It's
asleep
rough.
like an hour and some change, and I woke up and they were boarding group 6. I was the last person. I wasn't, so they hadn't called
Oh.
standby yet, thankfully. But I was the last person to get called for standby, and I was the last person on the plane. There was 1 seat left.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Hashtag thankful.
Unfortunate.
Very thankful. Tis the season. 'Tis the
Crazy.
season. My Thanksgiving wasn't too bad. It was pretty. I made the mistake this year of eating breakfast on Thanksgiving because the way we did Thanksgiving.
Rookie move.
Yeah, dude. Because I was just like, I'll eat a light breakfast, but even that light breakfast was too much because normally I starve myself on Thanksgiving, so you have like 2 or 3
As you
plates.
should.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, so you can fuck it all up.
yeah.
All of it.
But the way we did Thanksgiving this year was we went and because this is the first like real Thanksgiving me and Clarissa have had, because the first one was COVID, so we just like made dinner for ourselves.
Yeah.
But this is the first one with family, so we went to have breakfast with my brother, my mom, and my uncle at IHOP, and then we went back to her place, got all of our food, and then went to her uncle's where we got to, we were there for a few hours. Good. I mean, it's the first time I met her family. They were pretty cool. Her uncles are pretty funny. But then like we get to watch the Cowboys lose, which was super fun.
Fuck,
I don't want to talk about
It
it.
was such a
I was
hard
in a house
time.
full of Raider fans, like 20.
Oh, I forgot you were in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were in Vegas.
It was terrible.
I bet.
That's funny. I'm just happy.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Whatever. Anyways, so I get sort of buzzed there, and then we go to my dad's, who lives like 2 minutes down the road from her uncle's, and then we just had like drinks and with him, his girlfriend, and my brother, and
Yeah.
I got pretty drunk, and it's a pretty good time. I'm still hungover, so this is like the first piece of alcohol I've had since last night, and I'm feeling a little bit better. You know what I mean? So
Solid amount of time.
it's a pretty good Thanksgiving though. A good time. Yeah.
Nice.
Always a good thing.
Yeah, I think this is the first Thanksgiving that I've spent with my family and like not had to go to a significant other's families in years. So it was nice to just like, and we had like people come over to our house, like my house, so I didn't have to leave or cook. Like my mom came over a couple years ago. We were talking about Thanksgiving plans, and it got to the topic of the turkey, and we realized that nobody in my family even likes turkey. So we were like, why the fuck have we been eating turkey every year then? We were like, So we started doing prime rib for Thanksgiving instead.
Oh, yeah.
So my mom did that. That was super fun. I got to see some friends from Austin that came to town, and one of my other good friends, Suf, that I don't get to see too often, was over. It was a pretty fun time. But yeah, prime rib, way better than turkey.
Agreed.
Not really a prime rib, man. I don't know why I don't like ribs.
I think it
just don't
depends
like
on
ribs.
who cooks the prime rib and who
Yeah.
cooks the turkey, right?
Yeah.
Fair.
So, but I think the best prime rib I've ever had is definitely better than the best turkey I've ever had.
I don't know. Eric
sure.
holds that title now. That was the best turkey I've ever eaten. That was really good.
Uh-huh.
I was telling Clarissa and her family, I was like, yeah, it was like really good smoked turkey. And I was like, I'm almost willing to like pay Eric every once in a while to just make that turkey for me.
I will
Like,
happily do it.
yeah, bro. That's what I'm bro. It was I was just but like smoked meats are always good, so
True.
Always
good.
Never go wrong with this.
Yeah.
I think fried turkey is still my favorite way to eat it.
I don't think I've ever had fried
Just a
turkey.
See,
deep
we
fried whole turkey.
we fry turkey every year at my dad's, and like I fry the turkey, and I honestly can say that the smoked turkey that I produced for y'all at Friendsgiving 10 times better than any
Yeah.
fried turkey that I've made. It's just so like all you do is you season it a little bit, but a lot of that seasoning doesn't really stick on. You just
Right.
drop it in oil. Like I
don't think I've ever
love-
had fried turkey.
there's no
so I don't know what that's
finesse.
like.
it's good. Don't get me wrong, but so the turkey that I smoked, so juicy,
So good.
hard to beat.
Shit was bussin'.
Bussin'.
Respectfully.
I don't think I have a favorite turkey, like a way to eat turkey. Like turkey is not like on my radar in terms of like when I'm thinking about like favorite foods. Like that's not something that shows up at all.
Well, turkey is definitely
It's
not.
not
on
even
my
my
list of
favorite like
foods.
Thanksgiving food. Like I'm really there for like the mashed potatoes and the stuffing, to be honest. Like
Stuffing 100% of the way.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing that I missed this year about not spending it with like a significant other's family is usually going to white Thanksgivings. There's a hella casseroles.
That's what I was gonna
True.
say.
I ain't get no casseroles this year.
Green bean
I
casserole.
wanted some fucking casseroles.
Green bean casserole is usually what I look forward to every Thanksgiving, and this is the second Thanksgiving where it hasn't been there, but I substitute it with my Brussels sprouts. It's just as good. I also feel like I'll fuck up a green bean casserole. I don't have enough Caucasian in me to really knock that out of the park.
My mom has a pretty good recipe that I use.
Mm.
It's solid.
Just Sounds about right.
Righteous.
Sounds about right.
She do be white. She do be white.
Be white.
Ham and mashed potatoes are my favorite, like Christmas and things. Like that's what I look forward to the most. That's just an undefeatable combo. Mashed potatoes.
I think.
See,
Go ahead.
Ham is always good, but it's never like, damn, I'm really looking forward to the
Yeah.
ham.
I don't know. I
about
genuinely look forward to it.
the best thing about ham is the most versatile leftover.
Yeah.
Like you can do
Oh,
Hawaiian bread
sandwiches,
leftovers. You got all
Yeah.
sorts
So
of
much.
leftover meals.
The reason
Ham
why
and
But
eggs.
even when it's warm, though, just
The reason
Yeah.
why I don't like ham that much is because there was a Thanksgiving or like some family gathering where we made ham and we had so much ham left over for like the next 2 weeks. That was my lunch, was just a bunch of ham sandwiches
yeah,
at
true.
school, and I was burnt out. And I just
Yeah.
couldn't do it anymore.
I freeze
Yeah,
half of it.
that's
So
relatable.
if we cook a full ham, like, and we have a fuck ton of leftovers, I'll fill a gallon bag and freeze it. And then I'll eat leftovers for like 4 days, and then in like 4 weeks, especially if it's Christmas, right? Because you don't have another holiday meal coming up. Like at
Right.
the end of January, I'll thaw it out, and then I'll dive back into like festive foods.
Well, I'm about to.
right. See, I guess for like I don't know, my family I guess hasn't done like the traditional like Christmas dinner. We do like my mom does like enchiladas and like rice and beans and like tamales and shit.
That's
So-
traditional for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's traditional for us for sure. But like when I think about it, I was like, oh, people just do turkey again. Couldn't be us.
No, we always do prime rib on Christmas.
Nice. I didn't realize that was a Christmas thing.
Prime rib?
But before we move away from
Yeah.
this ham leftovers things, one of the best thing I like to do with honey ham is cook it for breakfast.
Ham and eggs, bro.
Some eggs?
Yeah,
100%.
with eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Extra that.
Have
shit.
you seen the TikTok of the? It's like I mean I'm assuming it's like something that's normally done, but it's like somewhat new to me. Where you have the raw egg and the yolk, and you have a chopstick, and you
I've-
get a little bit of the meat.
That
You
blew my
put it
mind.
in there.
That
I never seen that before.
blew my mind.
Blew-
Bro. Like
I want to try it, but I know I'm not going to be able to do it.
No, it should be easy.
They make it look so
Yeah,
easy.
they make it look so easy.
Yeah. If you
I
don't,
was on dumpling TikTok for a little bit, and they're just like, and I'm like, I could fucking do that, and I fucking made some dough, and I was like, oh, this is shit.
Yeah.
This is literal
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
no, that's like
They're just like, though, there's like pinch, 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 pinch.
Emily makes dumplings, but
Dude,
she just
so efficient.
just is a square sheet and it's one edge to edge and just pull it into a triangle.
Like I'm a kitchen gadget guy. Like I buy a bunch of different shit to do stuff that like I don't have, so I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
They have a dumpling one. It's like a star flour, right? And you put the dumpling dough in it, and then you put the stuff in, and then it like Venus
Stuff
fly
your star
traps that
flour.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that was
nice.
I don't know.
All right, but moving away from the holidays, I think we've lingered here long enough.
Yep, moving away from Thanksgiving. It's officially Christmas. Fuck everybody else.
Feliz Navidad.
I
I
mean,
listened to 8 hours of Christmas music today while I was painting my living room.
it's been
Nice.
officially Christmas for me since
That,
11
honestly, that
1.
sounds like torture.
No.
Like were you being held hostage?
That's like the
No, I was like yelling at the top
Like-
of my lungs. Yelling.
That's the one thing that I flex about being friends with Kyle is just like I'll be like, oh, like I'll be whistling a Christmas song or humming a Christmas song, and somebody's like, oh, you like that music? And I'm like, yeah. And I was just like, me and my buddy Kyle, that's how like we first bonded. It was just like he was at the jukebox at Rusty's putting a bunch of Christmas music on. I was like, are you playing this? He's just like, yeah. And I was like, bro, I fucking love Christmas music. And he's like, me too. And yeah,
Fuck with Christmas music
Yeah.
heavy.
exactly.
Like it.
I don't hate it. I hated it, I guess, when we were bartending and like when it felt like I was being tortured, just having to hear it like on repeat over the same couple songs. over and over
Twan,
again.
shout out Twan.
Shout
Fucking
out
Mariah
Twan.
Carey, All I Want for Christmas.
Oh my god! All I want to do is put a bullet in my brain when I hear that song.
Have you ever worked retail, Nathan?
Yeah.
No, not
see,
really.
no.
Like,
Retail, they
my
play that shit
first
on a
job-
loop.
Yeah, like I mostly worked like growing up. I had a couple fast food jobs and then worked at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Shout out Whole Foods. And then bartended and then did what I did until I am currently doing nothing still. Just vibing.
I worked at Levi's for like 2 years,
Okay.
and I mean they had a banging soundtrack all year round, but Christmas music, vibing in that.
It's so good. Just good feelings. Just makes me feel warm inside, dude. It makes me
Yeah,
feel
positive
Yeah, honestly, it
vibes.
just makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Christmas is definitely like my favorite time of the year for
Yeah.
sure. like December-ish, like the build up. It's like it's like edging, but with Christmas all year.
Yeah, my
Oh
Santa makes
no,
me
son.
edge hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Rip.
Edging this jolly joy.
Did y'all see that TikTok I
Um,
sent you where there's a new abbreviation for white and it's YT?
Yeah,
Did
Yeah.
y'all know that?
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
commented on that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, as an
That's
African American
so dumb.
I was
male
about to say, I
in
feel like
America,
that's a cult.
Kyle.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a culture
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's not a yeah. Because I remember you saying it was that generation. I think that's why nobody responded because it was just like that's a culture thing. Oh, it's not a generation thing.
Because you're
Well,
white,
how long?
Kyle.
What's the oldest time you remember that?
I mean,
It's
it's
been
been
like
around
a
for a
thing.
few years,
Yeah, I want to say like
Been a
at
while.
least.
within the past 5 years, it's been a very prevalent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I think like the first abbreviation of it that I can remember to like say white people
And the
or
way
like
that you
white.
can safely say white people in public is just go like that. And it's like, yeah, they were a little,
Hey, Drew, don't be
you know
giving
what
our
I
secrets
mean?
away, bro.
Yeah.
You ever heard like white
They
people?
were
Like WYPEPO, Kyle?
No.
White people shit, bro.
people.
Peepo.
That's
Why,
that's
Peepo?
Black Twitter,
X. Black
which
Twitter.
is honestly the best side of Twitter. Like that's I feel
I
like if
follow
Black
that
Twitter didn't
subreddit,
exist,
so
yeah, if Black Twitter didn't exist, I feel like Twitter would have like shut down a long time ago.
100%.
maybe I've just been reading it I've just been reading it as YouTube and like not making the connection. That's what I read it at, like 100% every time I see it as YouTube.
Yeah.
Black Twitter definitely kept Twitter afloat until sex Twitter arrived. Now that's the boot.
Fair.
I've never been a Twitter person,
Me either.
a tweeter.
I tried a couple times and was just like I hate it
I
here.
have like 6 accounts because there's been like 6 times where like I need to get into Twitter. Like all the fucking memes come from here. Like I need to get on Twitter.
True.
Nah. I mean, I have a Twitter for
Yeah.
my stream that I don't even use. I mean, I don't know. I think it's like a younger
Kenobi the
thing.
Shinobi.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, cause like the thing was is like I think the most I ever used Twitter was whenever like I was younger and like the girl that I was talking to at the time, like she would get in trouble, but she would still talk to me through Twitter, like when she got her phone taken up or something. And that was the most I ever used Twitter. Other than that,
I'm gonna try to go find your tweet romance.
oh, it's through the
Yes.
DMs,
I really
bro.
hope it wasn't even like in the DMs. I
It
really hope it was
was.
just you two
Yeah,
tweeting
I know,
at each other.
I know you get some subtweets out there. I know you got some out there.
Nah, bro.
I like
they were
Twitter a
all
lot because
DMs.
like the trending side of like Twitter, really cool. See, there's just so much information.
Right.
Like anything that happens, like especially like if you watch sports or something like that, like it's wild, bro. Like as
I think
watch
that's the
soccer.
exact reason I didn't like
I'm a
it.
Manchester United fan, and like, man, the minute they would lose a game, hashtag Ole out. He's the manager. Was trending, and it was like 15,000 tweets in, and it would go all fucking day. But there's just so much
All
like,
day.
there's so much like on Twitter. I like just like
It's
information.
just it's also really cool to see how quick people are creative and react to certain shit
Oh
that
my
happen.
god!
Because you'll have a me like something will happen, let's say like at an event, like the Grammys or the Emmys, and as soon as it happens and it's over, within 5 minutes you have peer content that's so funny, and it's just like they didn't take a whole
World
day
class
to
for
like,
sure.
yeah. I mean that's the cool thing about Twitter, I think.
I think that's why I didn't like it, is because like it's all about who you follow, but Twitter is also mostly just like about moments. So it's like it's hard to follow a moment. But I guess that's what like the trending tab is for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember whenever Shakira and J Lo did the halftime show for the Super Bowl
Twitter was
last
on
year,
fire.
Twitter was on fire, and I was just like, someone needs to get me a gif of them twerking, and that's what I sat there for 5 minutes and just refreshed, and I got it, and I was like, nice.
Surprised it took that long.
Yeah, dude, that's a good halftime show though. Shakira still got it.
Oh,
Anything with Shakira.
Yeah.
What do you mean
On
still?
God.
Bro.
S
She
tier.
never lost it.
No,
Never.
Let it.
Mm-hmm.
This is my
That's a solid
impression of
impression.
Shakira putting her hand under hot water. Oh.
The dating app sound bits have been hilarious.
Oh, that
lately.
trend that's going on TikTok right now. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen
mean,
it.
You never seen it? I think like it's like Hinge.
Yeah, like Hinge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they added a feature to where you can add a voice memo to your profile.
Or like ask you a question or
And so-
something.
Yeah, and so like a lot of dudes are weird, so it's just a
course.
lot of dudes saying the most absurd shit.
But there's
It's
also a
great.
lot of funny stuff. Like it's like so they're 6 seconds long. So it's like this is my 6 second impression of Zelda going to get some pizza. It's a me, Zelda. I got us a pizza. Like nothing
Oh.
like a Zelda impression. Like it just they're just they're just funny. They're just way off the line, like
Yeah.
left field.
I have to see
But they're funny.
videos. Fuck.
I'll send you some next time I get a couple.
Speaking of videos, there was, I guess, a new
Yeah,
like
you read my mind. That's why we're
halftime
my friends.
video. There's a new Spider-Man halftime video. I put it in one of the Discords earlier. Maybe I just sent it to Drew.
You put it in the topics Discord.
Yeah, but it's like just a 40 second new like Spider-Man Far From Home or Homecoming or whatever the fuck it's No Way Home teaser. That like I feel personally confirms the existence of other Peter Parkers in it. There's a part where Doc Ock is talking to Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is like, "So you mean to tell me you know another Peter Parker that's not him?" And he points to whatever, and Doc Ock's like, "Yeah," and then it changes the scene. But I was like, "All right, yeah."
Hashtag
So there's
spoiler
definitely
alert.
the other Toby.
Yeah, bro, they're edging us, bro. They're just like, yeah, you know it. You
Yeah.
know this is gonna be in
Yeah.
here. And look, it's kind of relevant.
Right. Yeah, plus I also saw I realized somewhat recently in a couple of the Andrew Garfield interviews that I've seen, I was like, he's not promoting anything. So like
Why is he
Why is
being
he- yeah, why is
interviewed?
he
yeah, like why
interviewing
is he being interviewed? Like
talked about
he
this.
is promoting something and he's promoting that movie. Yeah, that's what Kyle was
Also,
saying.
I'm
Kind
gonna
of.
let everybody listening and watching know until this movie comes out, and probably 1 or 2 weeks after the movie comes out, we're gonna be talking about Spider-Man: Far From Home or No Way Home. But what I was
Yeah,
gonna say
100%.
was last week whenever Kyle was like, what is he in? Like, what has he been in? That it's like relevant. There's a Netflix show that's coming out. It's about the Broadway producer for Rent, and I guess like it's like a biopic. But he's in it,
Oh.
and I was just like, ah,
I watched the trailer, it looks
it
good.
looks like it looks like it's interesting.
It's like musicals aren't particularly my thing, but it looks like it's well made. I didn't know like he could sing as well as he can sing, but I think he's like a theater kid in general though,
Yeah.
or was a
Well,
theater kid.
that's what
so
I
it
said
makes
last week.
sense.
Is I think he does stage plays and stuff like that. But since I learned
Yeah.
my lesson, spoilers for people who haven't seen the first episode of Hawkeye. It's not really a spoiler. It's more something else. In that episode,
Have we all seen it here?
I've
Did we
seen it.
confirm that we also?
I haven't seen it.
Eric,
seen
did
it,
you
but-
confirm? Eric hasn't seen it.
Okay,
yet.
so this
Okay,
isn't
though.
really a spoiler.
Idiot.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler. It's just more like something that happens in the show that's not important to the plot. Yeah, it's not important to the plot.
you just don't know what's happened yet because you
Yeah.
haven't seen it. But he's
But
gonna ruin it.
there's
for you.
there's in now within the MCU there's a Captain America musical, like it's called Captain Rogers, and it's actually I personally like I like musicals and stuff, and it looks actually like it'd be really cool. Like I wish they would like do a performance and then just put it on Disney Plus because it's like super catchy. I can do this all day, you know what I mean?
I watched an interview with the dude that was Ant-Man in that musical. And he
Oh,
said
I was
that,
like, you mean Paul Rudd? Did you just forget
No.
Paul Rudd's name?
Of course not. But he was saying that there's like a 4-minute version of it somewhere out there, like that. Like they recorded a 4-minute version of that song.
About it.
I feel like
Put it
just get on
Disney
Google.
Plus, please, bro. It was catchy, and it's just like I don't know. You're not supposed to take musicals seriously, so if you take it for what it's worth,
Right.
it's actually like a really cool concept.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's a good series. I like it so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Also the chick whoever plays
Would recommend.
whoever
Yeah.
plays Kate, she's really pretty and it's really easy to look at. So
Kate.
Haley Steinfeld,
yeah,
Oh,
the main
I
character
believe.
of the show.
Kate Bishop.
Yeah,
yeah,
Kate
100%. Did she just recently had like a big thing where she was unrecognizable at the Met Gala?
Hmm.
So she's been like 5 years in a row, and this most recent year she like went crazy off the wall. You should look up you should Google Haley Steinfeld Met Gala. That's the chick from Hawkeye. You won't be able to recognize her. It's wild.
Well, the thing is she looks familiar. I just can't remember where I've seen her.
She's in Pitch Perfect too.
Ah, there it is. Thank you. Yep, that is.
Gotcha, bro.
Yeah.
But look at that picture. That looks
The
like
Met Gala one?
literally, yeah, literally unrecognizable.
Met Gala this most recent year, right?
Oh
Just right.
yeah.
I guarantee you, if you type Haley
Oh,
Oh
Steinfeld,
wow, yeah, she looks
it's
nothing.
crazy.
It's crazy
She
what
went on
makeup
Jimmy
can do.
Fallon and like talked about it. Yeah. Well, she dyed her hair, but the real game changer, in my
Her
opinion, is
eyebrows.
she also dyed her eyebrows.
Yeah.
And I feel like eyebrows are underplayed as a distinguishing feature of your face,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like, I think even just shaving your eyebrows off of anybody would make them much harder to recognize. Right. I just
Yeah.
facial hair
harder
and
to look at.
like
Yeah,
think
facial
of
hair in general.
think of who
Yeah, she's really pretty.
who's Lex Luthor? Andy? No, that's what's his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
When he shaved his
Fuck.
hair and eyebrows.
Yeah.
And
Social Network, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, he was almost unrecognizable
Jesse
for a
Eisenberg.
second. Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Oh, Lex Luthor.
So it's just important. Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, that's like almost like Christian Bale in almost any of his movies. It does not look like the same Christian Bale.
That's how I
Ever.
feel about.
Like it's like it's crazy. I wonder like what the long-term effects of like his like I guess body method acting are gonna be like
He'll
because he's lost a
probably
ton
die
of weight,
young.
put on a ton of weight. Yeah. Like especially for the machinist where he was like all he'd eat is like literally like an apple a day or like a half an apple a day or some shit. And he
Oh
was
no,
like a fucking skeleton.
I've watched the videos
Like-
from like nutritionists on that, and he was like borderline death at parts of
Yeah.
those movies. Like he was literally gambling with his life.
That's
It's wild.
That's how I feel about like has gained or lost so much where you can't recognize them. That's how I feel about Russell Crowe and the Batman. And I didn't even realize that was Russell Crowe until I was told that it was Russell Crowe.
I feel like Russell Crowe plays a lot of good parts.
Yeah, I feel like he's a very underrated
I
actor.
feel like you're thinking of Penguin
Yeah.
because I didn't recognize. That's not Russell Crowe. That's
Is it Russell Crowe? Who am I thinking of?
no, it's the other. It's Colin Farrell.
Colin
I
Farrell.
thought.
Yeah, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, the other
Oh.
one.
Yeah, Colin
The
Farrell.
other
Scottish
one.
guy.
You know who's really does a lot of unrecognizable roles is Jared Leto. He's in something upcoming that doesn't look like him at all. I forget what
I
it is.
am
though.
not on the Jared Leto hype train. I don't
Sure.
think he's a great actor.
I don't-
Like,
I'm not
he's
hyping
crazy.
him.
No, I know you weren't. I'm just saying in general. I don't like. I don't think he's that great. Like,
I liked his first
Um,
Joker appearance. I didn't like his second Joker appearance.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna interrupt. Haley Steinfeld is Vi from Arcane. I just want to let you know that, Kyle.
What?
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
she's Vi.
That's super interesting.
Hmm. So she's in two very good, relevant things right now.
Have y'all watched Arcane yet, Nathan and Eric?
It's on like episode 4. I just finished episode.
I don't know how you watched it and didn't
I
binge
know
it.
her from. She's the little girl from True Grit.
Yes, she's also in True Grit.
And she's
I
in
get
Into the
caught up in other
Spider-Verse.
shit, Kyle.
Yeah, I think she
Get
plays
caught up in it.
Mary.
She
Or
Gwen?
she plays
Other
Gwen.
shows,
Yeah,
or-
I think she plays Gwen.
So we're not just gonna focus on how he only remembers her as a little girl. Hashtag prayable.
I tried to.
Hashtag
Well, no. Looking at her, I've only saw like the first Pitch Perfect, and that was like when it first came
You've
out.
only seen the first Pitch Perfect?
I feel like I've tried to see the second one a couple of times, and I've like fallen asleep or been like, I don't give a shit, like partway through and changed it or something.
I
The third
haven't
one is
seen.
definitely not worth watching.
Yeah, I've
But
only seen the first
second one
two.
is good.
But like looking at her just films and TV, like that's really the only thing that I've seen aside from Spider-Verse. is True
Honestly,
Grit
I
and
think
Hawkeye.
for a while she was mainly a music artist, right? So I think she's kind of more considered an actress now, but
Was
she has
she-
like several albums.
Is she-
full
Are we talking about
albums.
Haley still? Is she a Disney kid? I feel like she might be a Disney kid. Is she not?
No.
I don't
No.
think so.
Oh,
Looking
she's
at her
in
movies
Bumblebee
and TV.
too. Sorry.
Yes, that's the
That's-
most irrelevant.
that's-
I've never even
that's
seen
where
that
I
movie.
recognize her
It was
from.
awful. She's in Bumblebee 2, not the first
No,
one.
she's in
I
the
didn't
first
even know
one.
there was a second one. Is that it, or is that like in production?
She's in both of them. She's the main character.
There's
She's
a
like
second one?
she's like the God, why can't I think of his
Sam
name?
Witwicky
Shia
of that
Do
movie.
it!
Shia
Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
Do it!
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, Shia, yeah, she's like the Shia LaBeouf of Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Bumblebee.
No, I didn't realize I was.
I wish the Transformers movies didn't suck as much as they do.
I
I like
liked
the
them.
first two.
All right, so
I like the first 4.
I like
like the first 4 as well.
out of the Michael Bay ones. I like the first one and the third one. I think those are the best ones out of the franchise. I think the third one might be even better than the first one. But I did go see Bumblebee, and the first 15 minutes of Bumblebee, or maybe it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, is the best thing that's ever come out of anything that's involved the Transformers, because it's literally them on Ultron and they look like they're Generation 1 or G1 models. So it looks like the cartoon
Right.
versions of them, and it looks fucking sick. And then they spend the rest of the movie
Just
of
downhill from
John
there.
Cena fucking hunting Bumblebee, and I'm like, I don't like any of this.
I was actually
John
surprised at how
Cena!
good of a job John Cena did in Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Yes.
I've
uh,
always
Yes.
loved John Cena. What's the movie he's in with that blonde
Trainwreck?
comedian where he's
Trainwreck.
like a musclehead idiot and he's like real sensitive and like cries in the movie theater and then also threatens to beat the shit out of that dude because he's like roid emotional. I thought he was
Trainwreck. I
super
think he
good
plays
at
a
that.
drug dealer or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's got a fanny pack and it's full of drugs.
Yeah.
I thought he was
I
great in that
haven't-
movie too.
I haven't seen that movie because I don't like Amy Schumer.
I
but, like,
hate
I'm-
Amy Schumer.
Trainwreck
Like,
was a
I
good
want to
movie,
watch
though.
it because of that scene. Like I'm probably just gonna like YouTube.
That's how
these
you
scenes
know
and
that we're all
watch it
straight
one day.
males. 'Cause we're like, yeah, I fucking hate Amy Schumer.
Well, I don't think I know anybody that like. I feel like even women hate Amy
Yeah,
Schumer.
she's kind of
Yeah.
dumb. I mean, she's still a human being, and but
There's plenty of female comedians that are funny.
oh,
She's just not
definitely,
one of them.
fucking Nikki Glaser is funny and super fucking hot. Nikki Glaser is.
Whitney Cummings is pretty
Whitney
funny
Cummings
as well.
is also funny.
Whitney Cummings is funny.
I also think Sarah Silverman is actually really funny, and I don't know
Yeah,
why.
she
Yeah, she has her
My-
moments.
She
Did you see that
definitely has her moments.
TikTok? Did you see that TikTok? It was like one of those things where it's just like, here's my group of friends and everything that's wrong with them, and it goes by person, and just like one
I bet that's funny.
one negative thing. Well, it was somebody who was like doing their Thanksgiving is like, here's I'm at my Thanksgiving dinner. Here's one thing that's wrong with each person here, and she would go through everybody, and at the end you find out that she's related to Sarah Silverman. It just
What
Sarah.
was the negative thing about it?
It
though?
was she's actually famous. That's literally what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
trash.
I also feel like part of me is just like. Part of me hates her, but that's just because like one of my favorite movies is School of Rock, and she's
Oh,
like
she's a
such a
bitch,
bitch in that
yep.
movie.
I love School of Rock. What a
That's such a good movie.
great
Jack Black
movie.
in general is a national treasure. I fucking love him.
Facts.
Yeah, he's been
But
slowing down a lot
particularly in that
too,
one.
and it makes me sad.
Well, yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting old.
His TikTok is still pretty good though.
His
Yeah.
YouTube.
Everything he does,
Makes
like
a lot of
anything
fun
social
videos.
media wise, like he's a very. You can really kind of tell when people are like forced, and when people are like
Yeah.
generally just like.
He's like
they do
America's
well
fun
with their
uncle.
fame, like, and Jack Black is very like Keanu
Jack
Reeves,
Black
like, he's
is-
very just good dude.
I was just say
Yeah.
Jack Black's just a pure entertainer, so everything that he does.
Yeah, he did like Conan's last show on TBS or whatever, and like he fucked up his foot like doing something for Conan, like doing a bit for him, and then at the end he like sang Conan a song, and like made like even like threw away his cane and was like hobbling away while he was doing it. And I was like, see, this man is just like a pure entertainer. Like he
Yeah.
like genuinely doesn't care. But yeah, School of Rock is one of his best works for sure. Also, King Kong, I feel like, is an underrated Jack Black movie.
I think it's an underrated movie in general.
I don't think I've ever
Yes.
seen it, so I can't really weigh in on that.
The Peter Jackson one.
Yeah, like the
It's
3-hour one?
Island of the Skull or whatever.
No, that's
No,
the
It's just King Kong.
Skull.
Skull Island is like after the reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is one of the reboots. That's the most current Kong, the one that fought
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
The most
Samuel
current
The
Jackson.
one with
Godzilla.
Jack Black was the one with the giant centipedes, right? In the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
the
one.
giant centipedes and the T-Rexes.
Didn't that bomb
T-Rex.
at the box office though?
I don't think so. I feel like it did pretty well.
I think it did like nothing to write home about, but I think it paid for itself, which is
Yeah.
saying something about a Peter Jackson movie.
I don't know. I mean, going into it, it's a Peter Jackson movie, so you have to realize it's going to be a fucking slow burn.
Yeah.
Or like a
Yeah.
slow start.
100%.
Got 84% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What are we watching right now on streaming platforms?
I am in the middle of I'm a big fan of Rooster Teeth and their productions. And they have
What have they done?
Red versus Blue. They did
Oh,
Red versus
gotcha.
Blue.
Solid.
They have another series called Ruby that's very popular. It has a very large cult following. And then they have a newer one that has come out recently. I think it originally aired maybe 2018. It's called Genlock. And the voice cast includes Michael B. Jordan, Dakota Fanning, David Tennant. So it's a pretty like studded. I mean like they're a small production company in the grand scheme of things. So it's a pretty solid voice cast, and it's about these people that are able to sync. It's Gundam. It's basically Gundam. They're able to sync their mind. It's Gundam and Pacific Rim kind of mixed in. Like they're
Oh
able
yeah.
to sync their minds into a robot, and then they're able to control the robot. The first season was pretty good. I'd give it like a solid 6 out of 5, or I'm not 6 out of 5, 6 out of 10, maybe 6.5. This second season so far is pretty not okay. I don't know where the story's going, and it doesn't really look like it's going in the right place. But that's what I'm watching. That's like the most ongoing show that I'm watching right now.
What's it called again?
Right.
Genlock. It's on HBO Max.
Oh,
It's pretty interesting.
I don't really think I'm actively watching anything like new, at least. I've been like rewatching Seinfeld for a bit,
Hmm.
but that's mostly just something I can throw on in the background while I play Rocket League or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're rewatching Ozark right now because Natalie's only seen the first season.
The third season's coming
So
out,
we're-
right? Or the fourth season?
Fourth.
The fourth season.
The second and third season were so good.
I saw
Only
the
seen,
first
like,
season, and
2 or
that's
3
it.
episodes of that show.
I
The
need to
first season's
watch
the worst season.
Arcane and
Yes, you need to watch Arcane.
Arrow.
So
You need to
It
It
finish
just takes
Arcane.
it. I did see. Actually, I take that back. I did watch the first episode of the Dexter reboot. I
I
guess,
also
or
watched
I don't know
that.
what to call it, the sequel.
I don't have
It was
Cinemax or
I did it on Amazon Prime. Let me watch the first episode for free or something.
Oh, I wouldn't do
and
that
that's
because it
how-
would piss me off if I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I didn't care enough about it to like it wasn't bad. Like maybe it gets better. I literally only watched the first episode, so I can't judge too much.
PSI Las Vegas got rebooted.
Is it a continuation or literally starting from the beginning?
It's a
with the new cast?
continuation. It's a new cast, but
Gentle throwback.
yeah. So David Hodges gets like caught up, and he gets basically getting framed for like falsifying evidence for a bunch of cases. So like Sarah and Gil come in and they try and clean up the mess. So it's got a bit of the main cast, but a lot of new players as well.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was just gonna say with the Dexter thing, me and Clarissa decided that we were gonna try to rewatch Dexter. Like this was a while ago. Whenever they announced that the new Dexter was coming out,
Right.
not that the show doesn't hold up, but you can tell it was definitely a different time period for TV shows and
Yeah.
how they were written. It's just I
A
don't know.
lot of stuff is like that.
Yeah. So I guess it doesn't hold up, but like there's still like
Doesn't stand the test of time.
yeah, he's still an
Right.
interesting character, but that's about it. The show's not that great. And I remember watching that whole entire series within a month on Netflix.
I
a
feel
long
like
time
even
ago.
like CSI is like that. Like if
Yeah.
I tried to
Yeah.
rewatch the original CSI, like the scene I come to mind is obviously the meme scene from Dexter. You know where it's like surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah,
But like if you watch that like what's the word I'm thinking of like organically in the show, you're like,
yeah.
damn, that's such bad writing.
Yeah.
Like, it
Well,
turned into a famous meme, obviously,
that's-
but damn, that was bad.
That's the problem
Wow.
with like meme cultures. It sucks like the seriousness out of shit because it's become a funny meme. Like we were talking about it at Friendsgiving, but I think Matrix is a really good movie. But there are times that I laugh because there's a lot of memes in that movie. Like he's beginning
Yeah.
to believe. Like that shit's so fucking funny. When it happened, I
I've
laughed.
tried to rewatch it. I just can't.
Bro, I
I've
love
seen
that
them so
movie.
many times. Yeah, they're so good.
I feel like that's one of those movies that like I guess was ahead of its time as far as like visual effects go when it came out.
Yeah.
but, like,
Visual
now
and
when you
stunt.
watch it, you're like, oof. Yeah, like I don't know. Rewatching it now, it's just kind of like, oof, that looks awful.
Well,
Like,
you're very stingy with like CGI and stuff in movies.
yeah,
so.
I guess.
And you also
That's
got to
fair.
think like it's like the inception of its time. It's a completely original.
Right.
It was like a completely original
Concept,
thought line.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was not like based off intellectual property from a book. Like it was completely original, and nothing like that had ever been like even like
Thought of.
thought of really. Like
Yeah.
obviously like a general simulation thing had been, but
Yeah.
like not to that
Right.
level.
Yeah.
And
There-
so it was very like one of a kind.
yeah.
I'm
It's
just
a cute
super
movie. I think
not
so. Also.
not hyped to see the.
No, I'm not. I'm probably.
I'm
I'm going to watch it because it's
I
going
know.
to be on
was trying to
HBO Max.
remember.
That's the only
Yeah,
reason I'm
that's
going
the
to
only
watch
reason. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like it comes out the same day as like another big movie.
I'm like for it.
But
I think it
can't
comes out
remember.
the same day as fucking Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
What is that?
No,
December
he's.
17th?
I
December
think two
17th.
two
22nd.
Keanu Reeves movies drop on the same
Yeah.
day.
Are you looking it up right now?
But yeah, I think it does
Yeah.
come out the same day as Spider-Man as well.
Kingsman, Sing 2, Matrix,
I'm pretty hyped to see.
Tinderbar.
Yeah, the
No, I
original-
guess it
the
doesn't.
original
Spider-Man No
storyline.
Way Home comes out the 18th.
Spider-Man comes out
I
the
love the
17th.
Kingsman movies.
17th. Yeah. It comes out the week before The Matrix, which I'm assuming Matrix probably saw that because I feel like that was what
Because
they
the
were
thing
originally
is,
gonna
we
do.
were talking about this at breakfast on Thanksgiving, is that the movie theater was like movie theaters. I feel like were on the decline. That's why they had like some of their specials where it's like, yeah, you can have a membership. We'll give you a free movie every fucking week, and they roll over, kind of like what Kyle has. But COVID definitely
Had.
jump started or accelerated it very violently on how not a lot of people like going to the movies. So I feel like the next few years, what we're gonna see is like you're gonna have one big movie a week. It's not gonna be like the Matrix. Like maybe 3-4 years ago, the Matrix could open the same day as Spider-Man, but not this time. I think Spider-Man's probably one of the most anticipated movies of this year.
Yeah,
For
he's.
sure, especially considering like how long they went without doing any like actual
Yeah.
promotion for the movie, outside of like just like the title.
Spider-Man will clearly be movie of the year.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's really the.
unless the other Spider-Man aren't in it, then
I still think.
I think even still.
I think even still, because having Willem Dafoe and
for sure, I don't know. Like I love Willem Dafoe, but
Um,
I feel like the internet is too petty to be like I don't know. Like they got their hope. Like the internet has its like expectations already set. So if they're not in it, there's gonna be a specific group of people that are gonna be like give it like review bombs on
yeah,
like Rotten
and those
Tomatoes and
people are
shit just because like it
toxic,
wasn't.
and then they deserve to have their account banned.
Yeah.
That's as PG as
I
I
think they're a small percentage though. I don't think they'll. I think it'll be overwhelmingly, even if without the
Yeah.
Spider-Mans aren't in it, it'll be positively seen.
Because also, like, I feel like this movie is really for us, right? Like I feel like we're the demographic. When I say we, I mean like millennials, people that are like 25.
Us four specifically.
Yes, us four specifically. But no, it's just like people
They
between
literally made the movie
20
for us.
25 and 30 who like grew up with the like. Most importantly, Tobey
Right.
Maguire, but like I enjoy the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. I think they're
Yeah.
pretty good.
I did too.
I liked him as Spider-Man for sure. I do like most people. I do think he was like too cool to be a Peter Parker. But like genuinely, like Toby, plus like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's was like the kickoff to show you that like, hey, superhero movies like can be good. Like the first Spider-Man and the first X-Men movies that came out were like, hey, these can be better than that weird Superman and Batman bullshit that y'all saw before.
I really still enjoyed the first X-Men's. The
I like the first two. The Last Stand is garbage.
The first X-Men movie I actually enjoyed was First Class.
That's a good one. Minus the Deadpool shit.
Origins.
That's
Well-
a really good. I enjoyed that movie.
Mhm.
My favorite is probably First Class though, or not First Class.
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future
Yeah, it's a
Past.
very
I would
good
almost call
Bringing
that
Back
like the
Time shit.
phase 2 of X-Men, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because well, that's literally how they. That's like how they like made everything canon and like fixed a bunch of continuity errors. Was just doing the Days of Future Past, and then,
And then
Logan
they kept on making movies.
made me cry.
Yeah, Logan did make me cry.
Yeah.
It was very sad. Very sad.
No,
But I feel like,
That was such a well-shot movie.
yeah.
facts.
I mean, because I feel like the thing with this movie
Brutal.
and that, like, this movie and Days of Future Past does a good job of is like, I don't know. I feel like they really hit the money on like the nostalgia button because like
Yeah.
Yeah.
seeing both of your Xaviers and both of your Magnetos, it's just like, oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Like I'm really hoping one of them makes the transition into the MCU. Like I enjoyed both Patrick Stewart and what's that other dude's name? The dude from Split.
He's also in.
He's in the Glass universe or whatever.
Either
Yep.
way, I enjoyed
yeah, yeah.
both of those guys' versions of Professor X, so I would be happy because I also do want Michael
James
Fassbender to come back as
McAvoy.
James McAvoy. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a good
um,
actor.
yeah, but Michael Fassbender as Magneto was really interesting. I liked
He's
that a lot.
also
So
I liked both
extremely
of them
good looking.
honestly.
Yeah.
Ian McKellen
yeah,
did a Ian McKellen
Ian
McKellen
McKellen. Yeah.
Kellen
yeah,
did a really good job as well, in my opinion.
hmm
yeah.
Played old man Magneto very well.
I think one crazy thing about our
It's
not
like
just
multiverse,
generation,
but
but
different.
like our group is that we have lived long enough that we can see people like Hugh Jackman who have been Wolverine for literally
Right.
20
Yeah.
fucking years, which is
Our
just
entire
crazy
adult
to think
lives.
about. Like, if you just take that timeline, 20 years is like 2/3 of my
It's
life.
crazy to
Yeah.
think that like he did it on top of doing a plethora of other
Yeah.
A
shit
lot
as
of other
well. It's
shit.
just like that's crazy that like you essentially had a full-time job as Wolverine for like 2 decades
Yeah.
on top of just your regular day job. Like, man, is insane. That's why I really liked Logan's like the brutality of it all. I was like, yeah, Hugh Jackman finally got to play like the Wolverine he deserved to like
Hmm.
be able to play. Like that scene where they're in the slow motion and he does like his claw through that dude's head. I was like, oh fuck.
He did. He
It
did
was
that
brutal.
in some of the original X Men movies.
No, yeah, for sure. It's just not. I guess
It
more
wasn't
like
just
as
rated R.
graphic. Yeah.
Gory.
Like, yeah.
Gory.
For those of you that are listening, our roommate and Aaron or Nathan's brother just walked in and took something out of the
Yeah,
fridge.
that was
In super short,
refill.
that 4-inch
Yeah.
scene.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Hell yeah,
3-inch,
brother.
brother.
Skies
stay
out,
wearing
thighs out,
short shorts in this
baby.
house.
Yeah, baby.
brother.
Facts.
Hey, I got a thigh tattoo. I gotta show it off too.
All right.
True.
Otherwise, how will people know you have a thigh tattoo?
Exactly.
One of the things that I'm super excited about, and I saw a post I think on TikTok or on just like an article or something, that this is the first time in I think like 12 years that a Halo, a Call of Duty, and a Battlefield have been out the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
And
released the same year.
yeah,
right?
released within the same year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
they all
just
came
it's
out
something
within
really
like
cool.
2 months of each other.
And much like in their heyday, Halo's shitting on all
Yeah,
of them.
Halo's super fucking fun this time around. Because I was never big
Yeah.
into Halo because I didn't really have an Xbox. The only time I had an Xbox or played Xbox, well, I had an Xbox 360, but I wasn't a part of that craze. Like one of the first embarrassing moments I've ever had with a woman, first time was I was over at my friend's house and his sister was playing Halo 2. Up until this point in my life, I had never really played an FPS because I wasn't allowed to play an FPS. And
Mhm.
First
so,
person shooter.
yeah, first person shooter for those of you who don't know. And I had a crush on her. She was cute. She looked like a gypsy. Anyways, so she's playing. So like, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? She's just like, oh, I'm just playing Halo 2. I'm like, oh, cool, cool. Can I play? Like, trying to get some like bonding time, like trying to,
Yeah.
Shared interest.
shared interest. So she's like, yeah, sure. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Awesome. And so she gives me the controller. I put on the headset, and it's clear that I've never played a first person shooter in my life.
Oh,
And
no.
after about 5 minutes of her watching me play, she's like, "Okay, give me that back." And she takes the controller out of my hand, takes the headset off my head, and she puts on her head. She's like, "Sorry guys, that was my brother's friend. He fucking sucks. I apologize." I was just like,
Damn.
And he was never seen again.
That's his village origin.
Yeah, that's my villain
That one
origin
there's a
story.
violation.
Villain.
And that's
yeah.
why I be steady cursing at females in Call of Duty lobbies. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. But
That repressed trauma.
yeah, that repressed trauma. That was such a bad experience. But no, this new Halo is something special. But I did also saw an article where it was talking about how, and I feel like this is an unfair angle to look at it, but it has a store and you can buy stuff from the store. And there was a leak of what was coming to the store, and they did the math, and it would take it would cost you like over $1,050 to buy everything from the store. And they were like, 343 lied to us. They said that, a bunch of the cosmetic items wouldn't be in the store, but you'd have to pay this amount of money to get everything. But it's the shop, you know what I mean? You have your battle pass, you pay $10, you get what's in the battle pass, even though I feel like what's in the battle pass isn't really that much, personally. I don't know if you guys have looked at the battle pass or not.
Mm-mm.
Once
I
or
feel like some
twice.
of it's stuff that shouldn't be in a battle pass, like the armor colors and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You've never had to unlock that. Like, that's kind of silly to me. Like, I guess I can get some of the armor types as
Yeah.
themselves, but like, it's annoying that it's individual, like left side, right side.
Yeah.
But this is also the first free Halo, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
the first time the
Yeah.
multiplayer is free, yes.
So you
Yeah.
gotta balance it.
Yeah, they gotta make their money
100%.
somehow.
Yeah,
But
it's a
it's
free to play game.
Like-
It's like any game, like
Yeah.
Valorant,
Yeah.
you know, fucking Warzone or Apex. Like purely, like with an Apex event,
Right.
you have to spend a lot. You have to spend like it's like $250 or something to get the what's it called?
Cosmetics.
Yeah, like but it's a specific
The
type, right?
events.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Also, unfortunately, that's just kind of like the status quo of like the gaming industry.
Yeah,
these
100%.
days.
They-
It's like pay to win.
but the
and shit
game's
like that.
free. You
Like,
don't
it's not
have
like
to
how
pay
when
for
we
that.
grew up.
No, I wouldn't call it pay to win. I don't know about Halo,
Well, no,
but
I don't
Valorant
even,
for
not
sure.
even, that's not, that may have been a bad example, but I mean like pay to like unlock shit. Like back when we were growing up,
Microtransactions
it's
is
like
what
you'd
you're
buy a
looking for.
$50 game and you unlocked everything through gameplay.
Yeah.
And then like maybe if there was DLC, you'd have to go to GameStop and buy the fucking disc to download it into your file.
Boomer.
Rather than like everything being like, yeah, you have. It's like you have all this stuff, but you gotta.
Well, Fortnite changed
We'll
everything
give it to
with
you
that.
for money.
Yeah,
Fortnite
Fortnite did
changed
change all that.
everything.
Well, yeah, well, DayZ
my
too,
my
right?
hot take on it. My
And
hot take
PUBG.
on it is that I would rather be able to download 10 games for free, test them all out, and then drop $400 or $500 on the game that I like the most, rather than have to spend $50 on
Yeah,
each
100%.
game and then only play one of them. Right?
See, I guess, but even the $50, $60 games that I'm buying, I'm not spending $500 on that
Bro,
game.
yeah, because
like,
you've
ever.
already
Like,
bought.
well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, so like example, Rocket League, that's a free to play game. I play the shit out of that game, and like I've spent maybe like $50 on that game max.
I feel like Rocket League is a bad. I mean, I've never played Rocket League, but I feel like it's a bad
Rocket League is
example.
expensive. Like which is one of the reasons like I don't buy shit. It's like to unlock shit, it can be like anywhere from like $15 to like $30.
We don't all have that willpower.
Yeah, I was about to say.
downloadable
I feel
skins.
like to
It's
build.
not even a willpower. It's just I don't have that kind of like my income isn't that disposable that I can be like, yeah, I could waste $30 on this fucking video game.
Like to build more on what Kyle's saying, I don't think you've played a game because I know everybody here except maybe like you has like the experience where whenever you get a free to play game, like cosmetics and shit like that is something that you're willing to spend money on because it's free. I like you were never really big into Warzone or Fortnite
well,
where
no, like
that's
even with
relevant.
the right, I guess I was never been into those games. Like my reference point for that would be like Halo, I guess, where it's just like you can get different cosmetics, I guess, like once they changed it to like the armor stuff and it was free.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there was a badass armor set in Halo right now that you wanted and it cost you $30, you wouldn't drop the $30 on it.
Why not? I also don't have a job right now, so
Yeah, it's just super
Bit
nice.
frivolous.
It's just super nice that you don't have to spend the money on the games. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I
Like with
just
Valorant, like I'm
you know.
like, damn, they come out this drop new skins all the dang time, and I get suckered into
I
it
th-
like
I think my thing
75% of
is
the
just like
time.
I think my thing is I overall don't want to spend more than $60 on a game in general. Like
That's fair,
I
but
don't
if it's a
wanna,
game you
like,
play like
even if
constantly,
like-
it's always just nice to see like the things that you buy and you're gonna use them. It's nice to see them.
See, but on the flip side of that coin, if it's a game that I play constantly, like I would feel more rewarded unlocking that through my hours of time dedicated to that game rather
not-
than being like,
yeah.
here's fucking
But if you got it for
$15.
free, right? Like that's what I'm saying is like the free to play entry point makes it so that you can test everything and figure out
Right.
which games that you think the developers
Right.
deserve your money. Right.
Right, I'm not even talking about Halo specifically right now. I'm just in games in general. I feel like that's just how it works these days, is because of Fortnite and all those other games where it's just I don't like that system of like these cosmetics cost actual money now. When it's just like it's like kind of the original NFT. Like
Yeah, but I mean now
you
that
can
that,
only use it in this game.
but it's more creative
only
now
use
as
it on
well. You got to
this
think about it
system.
on that side as well, right? Like you're not getting the skins today that, or you're not getting the skins like 10 years ago that you're getting today. There's so
And
much
you can-
thought
Well,
and
like,
creativity that
with
goes into shit
Apex,
like
I did
that.
spend.
You're not getting them as frequently as well.
Right.
Well,
Well, like
yeah,
with
well,
Apex, I did spend a good amount of money to play it, or to buy like skins and stuff like that. And then when I got my PC, it's just like, well, that's literally a waste of money because now I haven't touched my PlayStation since then.
You can just
And,
transfer it
like,
over
all
to
of that stuff doesn't. No, it doesn't transfer over.
Well, also you only switch
shit you
consoles
buy,
once,
right?
right? You're never going
Yeah.
like
Back, yeah.
you're never gonna have that issue again, right? That's a one-time
Right,
thing.
but that's what I'm saying is like that is contributed to one of the reasons I didn't like get back into Apex once I switched to PC because I was like, man, now I've just got like a vanilla ass looking dude, and I'm not about to like rebuy all this shit that I bought on the other one. Like I'm not giving them my money twice for the same thing. Like it's a principle
No, it
thing
was
for me, I
that-
guess.
I don't know. I'm willing to.
Well, I mean,
I'm
like-
willing to spend money.
Like
to
it's
see
it's like my same reasoning
Yeah.
for why I haven't bought Skyrim. Like they haven't come out with the new Elder Scrolls, but they've ported Skyrim to 12 different.
Yeah, they just
things.
came out the
I was like,
anniversary edition.
I'm not buying it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Which
get
was-
fucked.
I've bought
I mean,
Skyrim like
the-
6 times.
The second,
Exactly. I'm not doing that.
the second part of that though is like
Eat the
the
rich.
the scheme, like not the scheme, like the plan
That's what it feels like.
the plan you're following, you would buy the game once and you would get one set of cosmetics. Like let's say that
Right.
it's an unlockable, right? Even still, they develop the game, right? And they put whatever they develop at the time they develop the game into it,
Right.
and then you unlock it after you pay for it, right? With pay to unlock cosmetics, you're constantly getting new current events, updated versions of
yeah.
cosmetics, right?
Right.
Like Warzone
You know what
dropped
I'm
that
saying? Like-
Scream set
That stuff I
for
get.
Halloween. That's
But I'm just saying,
sick
like,
as fuck.
even. Yeah, like, that stuff I get. Like, that stuff I don't have too much of an issue with. I guess my issue is more of, like, the base game has, like, gotten super base, I guess.
No, I get what you
all
mean
the,
in
like, the
that.
stuff that. Yeah, like, it's like the base game has made it to where, like, you don't want to use any of the skins that come in the game. Like, you want, like, because they all suck. Like, the only good ones are the ones that you have to pay for. And that's, I guess, my issue.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm willing to pay that money to get those skins, especially if it's a
Yeah.
game that I play like now Halo all the time, you know. And I'll play Valorant.
Yeah, for
here and
sure.
there, so I don't feel bad.
Like,
that
I
it's-
played-
Like, I'm sure I'll end up buying skins in Halo and shit, but
Like I played Valorant with
I'm
no
not gonna be
skin,
happy about it.
with no skins for what, at least 6
Yeah.
It was a
months.
while, yeah.
It was a long time because I needed to know that I was going to be invested in the game first,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like, and the opportunity that I can do that is like more of a blessing in my opinion than a curse,
Oh.
right? Because then you build a relationship with the game, and then you know
It also
you
keeps
want
you-
the development of the game to be well.
It also keeps you playing more because you're like, I just spent X amount of money on this. Like, I'm not just gonna.
I'm gonna
walk
use this
away.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on playing this game.
I guess.
I'll continue to get mad and raise my my blood pressure just
Yep.
because I spent $60 for the skin.
That's fair.
They just dropped the champion skin, I think.
More power to the people that are like
Oh,
willing
yeah.
to do it. I'm
They
just,
dropped
for
it.
the
They
most
dropped it
part,
on
not.
Thursday.
Gotta get it. I gotta.
I posted about it in the group chat.
Oh yeah, the Karen bit. Yeah, the Karen bit's
calling
sick.
cards. The calling cards are so nasty too.
How much
they
is
look
it?
so good. 62.
That's not bad.
6,200 Valorant points.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
But yeah,
For the whole pass?
I mean,
Or the
it's just
whole-
one gun.
it's just 3
Oh,
calling cards,
damn.
a vandal, and a knife. I thought,
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is.
and a spray maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But I mean, there's knives that are 6,200 points. So
You gonna get it, Kyle?
I like the Karen bit a lot. I liked the original, the Prime 2.0 Karen bit, and now
Yeah.
that there's a cooler one, and it's the first gun that rewards you for being top frag.
And how? How does it reward you? Is
Yeah.
it the
You
champion
get a-
low
you-
clothes or something?
No. Well, you asked me, and then like you wouldn't let me tell you.
So,
You get a glitch pop outline glow around your gun if you're the
Ah.
top frag.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the person with the most kills gets like a glowing like neon outline of their gun and the Karen bit if you have both. The person with the
Did
top
Apex
frags.
do that for kill leader or no? Or was it just when you killed them?
I have
Well,
no
yeah,
idea.
it's only for this skin pack.
I also saw if you get 3 knife kills, your knife glows. I saw that on TikTok.
No, it's not 3. It's when he killed the third person, he became the kill leader.
Oh, okay.
So that's the thing you get.
Okay.
It goes on the gun and the Karen
Yeah,
bit.
'cause I remember him in the video was even just like, "How are you supposed to get 3 knife kills? Like, what the crap? How do you think we play this
No,
game?"
that just pushed him into kill leader.
Yeah, I
But
literally was like, are we still talking about Valorant? 3 knife kills. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Yeah.
I also never use my knife, but I think this might be the first knife that has an animation that has like a like a
finisher.
not like a finisher, but like a contact animation. Like
Hmm.
when you knife them, like a little like animated hit thing pops up. I don't know how to like a little
Oh,
explosion.
that's cool.
Yeah, I might
Like
have
you
to.
know, like when you
Man. Pow!
I might have to buy that. Talk it up to Black Friday.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been playing Halo too much, man. I'm probably gonna continue playing Halo.
Did anybody get any cool Black Friday stuff?
Nope. I'm broke.
I bought a new monitor, um, air purifier, a new Fire Stick, and M.2 SSD. Terabyte.
Nice.
1 terabyte,
Nice.
2 terabytes. Did you get
Nice.
PCIe 4?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I'll have to look.
I guess I
All I know
technically
is I
got
bought it
that
from Best Buy
TV.
and it comes in tomorrow. I bought it, so I bought it. I bought all this shit today, like on Best Buy's website, and um, they like sent me like I got a message saying that my shit was ready. So I go to pick it up, and only the air purifier was ready. I'm just like, what the like, oh, I'm sorry, about the delay, blah 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 blah. But it's not ready. So she's like, I was like, can I just walk back there and get it? I just saw the monitors, and she was like, yeah, you can just cancel your order, get that. And so I did that, and then not you guys, not the viewers, not the listeners. The first monitor I get home, I get it all set up. Like a 30-minute process because I have to take another monitor off of my mount and like do all this and get it ready, get it mounted, turn it on, and it's cracked in the bottom left. It's quite
You
unfortunate.
hate to see it.
Yeah, so I had to make the very quick drive to get there before they closed.
Bro, imagine if you got there and they were closed. I'd be fucking
I'd been
irate.
Like they
pissed.
close 15 minutes
I would have
early,
been
like every
pissed.
Jack in the Box does.
Yeah.
Oh
Or
man,
Like you got the last monitor.
I would have been super mad. Thankfully, I didn't get the last monitor and they were open. So
Did they
brand new
make a big deal
monitors.
about it at
All
all?
good things.
No, she didn't make a big deal about it at all. The guy was like, "Oh, it shouldn't be a problem," because he took the box. Like I was standing in line, so that I was returning it because I had the receipt. And he took the box and he was like, "As long as it's not broken, it shouldn't be a problem." And I was like, "No, it is broken. Like that's so I'm standing here." And he was
Yeah.
like,
That is the
"Oh,
problem.
That's why I'm here.
yeah." And he was like, "Oh, well," and then he just walked away, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Super weird, bro. Yeah.
What
So
really
in
was
that
happening
case-
was you were
Yeah.
getting
That was
robbed.
just-
You were getting
Yeah,
robbed. You just
basically.
didn't know. And he's just like, as long as it's not broken. Oh, it's broke. Okay. Some dude that just got a
So-
fucking Best Buy shirt from Goodwill or something.
I'm waiting on my memory. There's like free pickup on like December 3rd, and I was like, I'm not gonna wait for that. Let's check out this shipping. If I'm gonna wait until December 3rd, I might as well get it shipped to my house. And then
Yeah.
it was like free shipping on. If I had it free shipped, it would have been December 13th. I would have got it. I was like, other options. $20 to get it by December 3rd, and then it was $5 to get it tomorrow.
That's so.
Backwards.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
that's so long. So
Yeah.
there was an, I guess, quote unquote early Black Friday deal on a 75-inch Vizio that I got on Wednesday. So on Wednesday I got off at like 1:30, and so my plan was I was gonna go to Home Depot and rent the $20 flatbed
Yeah.
and go pick up the 75-inch TV just from Home Depot, right? Because I checked to see it was available. And I called the 4 Home Depots that were within 25 miles of my house, and all 4 of them had the flatbed out, and one of them, it was like 2:45 at this time. One of them said that it's supposed to be back at 4, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna go grocery shopping, then I'll call them at 4 and see if it's back. Went grocery shopping, called them at 4, it wasn't back yet, and I was like, well, fuck, I'll just order it, right? So I ordered it in free shipping, and it's getting delivered Sunday. And I feel like a 75-inch TV is way harder to ship than like anything
Yeah.
that you got. And it
This
wasn't gonna
this
be in
bit
here
of
till like
fucking
December.
memory.
December
was, like,
14th.
Yeah, it was weird,
Livid,
bro.
yeah, it's wild.
I've had
Weird.
terrible luck with shipping stuff lately. Like I upgraded my phone and bought some new glasses like a week before I quit my job, and neither have showed up. Like, and I paid for like the express shipping on both of them. With the iPhone, that's not even gonna ship until like a couple of days, I think. And then when I hit up like customer service about that, I was like, "Can I have a refund?" And they're like, "We can't do that, but we can give you a credit on your account for like the shipping costs." And I was just like, "Whatever, that's fine." And then the glasses, I finally got a response from their customer service, and they were saying like it's like a production issue or whatever. So I was just like,
You just all around have
can I?
bad luck. With
Yeah,
shit,
'cause it
you
took
know?
you
Like I
forever to get
literally never.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It took you forever to get
It
your
took forever
car.
for your
go.
PC to get here,
Yeah.
and when it got there, it was fucking broken. Your GPU didn't.
He had it.
Oh,
He had it for like a
no.
solid 5 days.
Right.
My
Yeah.
GPU.
Yeah.
It's broken.
It's broken.
It's broken. Bing
I still
bong.
have the broken ones around here somewhere. I haven't fixed theirs.
What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
No, baby. Take me out
Take
to
me
dinner.
out to dinner.
Yeah.
Fuck your life. Bing
You see
bong.
these dogs?
You see these dogs out front? Just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong. My
Bing
favorite
bong.
TikToks, 100%.
Everybody who's
New York TikTok is
who
wild.
doesn't have a TikTok is listening right now. It's just like, what the fuck is going
The
on?
fuck, yeah, the best TikToks
Sensory
out.
overload.
100%.
That's all TikTok is.
Yeah.
It's sensory overload.
I like the
That's
other
why we
dude
like
that just
it.
like, yeah. I like the other dude that just like follows people around and like roasts them.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, don't ever be 3 foot around me again."
I've not
like,
seen
it's
that
just like
guy.
shit.
Yeah,
Motherfucking
I've
goddamn.
probably sent you
Is that
some.
that guy?
Yeah. No, it's just like another dude. He's got like 4 different accounts, but he's just like a dude walking around on the street and like he just picks random people to film and like he just starts talking about them.
He
And, like,
harasses
sometimes
them.
I'm like, how close are you? Yeah, kind of. I'm like, I don't understand how close he is to some of them, where like if he could hear them or not. But like there's one where he's walking up to like a taxi driver, and his passenger, and like the taxi driver's the back of his car is open and the passenger's like loading in, like filling his car with all his shit, and the taxi driver's just like standing right there, and the guy's like, "Yo, help him out! What are you doing? Like, you just standing there watching my guy?" And like the passenger like looks up and like nods, like, "Right?" Like it's just funny, like shit like that.
The
There's
one.
a TikTok guy.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's a TikTok guy where he like goes in like convenience stores and grocery store stuff. And he's like, "Hey, can you take a video of me?" Right? And he gives his phone to somebody. He's like, "What's up, guys? Welcome back, everybody. I'm about to show you how to steal something from a store without getting caught." And the random person's just like, "What? No, take your phone back." It's
That's
super funny. Or like he'll do
like-
it and he'll give it to like a couple and he'll be like, "Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back, everybody. I'm gonna show you how to steal someone's girlfriend right here, right now." And it's just like they're super funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on TikTok. The one I was thinking of is I would assume he's an old homeless man, and just like from the area that he's around usually. But he always he always ends his videos. Where he's like, "Motherfucking goddamn!" Have you ever seen those? Yeah, those are funny as fuck. Yeah, those are.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of the ones where the group of guys are just like taking pictures with random people. Those are pretty funny.
Yes, I
Like,
love
see
those
different
TikToks,
people's
yeah.
Reactions.
Those are good quality for
you
sure.
really see who passes the vibe
Yeah.
test and who doesn't.
And yeah, a lot of people do, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Those same guys, have you seen the basketball ones? They have like a portable basketball.
Oh yeah, I've
and,
seen
like,
those.
They dribble the ball to someone and like
yeah.
the first 5 always just like move out of the
Yeah.
way or like hit it back and then all
There's
the other
no
guys shoot-
chance
yeah.
ever in life that a group of people walk up to me with a rim and a ball and I'm not taking that shot. The
I'm
serotonin
teeing
that'll
up.
be released in my brain if I make that and everybody just goes off and is so hype around
Yeah.
me, bro. I'm getting a trickle effect right now. It's feeling real good, bro.
That's what
Real
he's gonna
good.
dream about.
Eric is
Yeah,
rock
facts.
hard. Right
Oh god.
now. Fucking
Hard as a
full
diamond.
mast.
No, I like those videos. Just like specifically, I think it's weird whenever people are just like, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just let the
It's a
ball.
fucking
go.
Same with
basketball.
like
It's
the
not
pillow
gonna kill
fight
you, bro.
videos.
Yeah, like have some
Yeah.
fun, you fucking weirdo. Like what the hell?
Yeah. Like the same's with like the pillow fight videos where like they throw somebody a pillow and some people are like, no, like it's
I don't
it's
know.
a pillow
A
fight.
pillow would
calm
be
down.
weird.
Like,
First- be weird,
no.
right?
First off, I would just instinctually just catch whatever they're throwing my way. It's just gonna be my
Yeah.
first reaction, be like, whoop, and I'll catch it, and then once I have that in my hands, then I'll assess the situation and then decide if I want to take part of it.
Yeah.
right, like everyone that I've seen, it's not like the person recording is like throwing like crazy shots with a pillow and like trying to do damage. It's like it's a harmless pillow fight.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, it seems like that'd be a fun thing to do.
There was also
I
those
would-
videos like
I
people
was-
giving away things and there's just like, no. It's
Those
like
are
opening a box, like,
hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I love to see. I've seen a couple of them where like famous like YouTube dudes are like they'll go around like giving shit out, and then like there will be random recordings from other people of like that same YouTuber being like, "Hey, I need that back. I was just giving it to you for the video.
Damn.
Like it's not real." I'm just like, oof. Imagine.
The one that I saw, it's kind of like what Eric was saying. It's like that kid that goes into like pawn shops and stuff.
a mystery
And
box.
yeah, and he'll just go up, he'll just
Oh,
ask
yeah.
like, "Hey, can I get that for this whatever's in this box?" And they're just
Always like a
"What?
$15 item too.
No." Yeah.
If you don't
and
let that
it's
shit,
like,
ain't nobody coming in to buy this 1980s fucking recorder.
yeah.
But if
Right.
you don't
You
let
wanna-
that go,
You own a pawn shop, like you think he's just gonna come in here, like
Right.
make a deal or something. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's
I'm
always
Well,
saying-
my
well,
how
how
big
about
thing
we
is
see what you
like,
missed
there's
real quick?
obviously a dude standing behind that dude holding a recording device, right? And usually
Right.
the audio quality is pretty good. So I'm thinking that it's like a DSLR with like the fucking furry
Yeah,
microphone on
on top,
top, like,
Right.
like no shot.
Like a $6,000 camera.
There's not like a shit in that box. Like, dude, like it's a YouTube video. Like,
even
Yeah,
if there
check
was
know your
shit in the
surroundings,
box.
bro.
Yeah,
It's always
like
really suck,
assess
'cause
the
you'll-
situation.
Yeah,
Assess
it's
the
always
situation.
like, well, how about we see what you missed? Is that okay? And they're like, yeah. He's like, oh, it's $4,000, and they're like,
And the
big
reactions are
thing
always
is-
the same. They're always just like, "Oh, wow."
Yeah.
They just sit there.
Yeah, it's
like
like all of them.
well, it's always like a 30,
Yeah.
30.
It's like a 30-something-year-old
like a-
white dude.
yeah.
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 facts.
It's like all of them feel like it all feels like all their reactions are like, "Oh, good for you. You have 4,000." It's like, no, like he's not trying to like brag.
Yeah,
It's
he ain't
like,
flexing. He's gonna
you
give that to
literally
you.
just said no. Like that's on you. You could have had that, but you
But
were like,
also,
no.
you also have no idea how staged any of that stuff. Not staged in the sense that like that person didn't say no, but he shot it 7 other times and the person said yes.
Right.
And he opened the box and he actually didn't give them money. He was like, "Oh no."
It's one of the
and
trick
and
boxes
it goes
that
to a
Patrick
different fucking
has,
shop.
where it has a little door, and he's just like, "Oh, it's just a string, stupid."
It's got like the spring and a pie. Just hits him in the face.
Pie videos are one of the timeless videos that I always enjoy.
Yeah, they are.
Cream
They
pie,
make
like getting
sense.
cream pied in the face.
Yeah, I like
in
cream
both
pie
ways.
videos too. They're pretty good.
Hey, yo.
Oh man, because like it's like usually like an oatmeal cream pie or something. That's what I was talking about.
Ugh, why is it oatmeal?
Loki, I fucking love oatmeal.
Oatmeal cream pies go hard, honestly.
They go so fucking.
I think I
hard.
had them too much.
Like
as a
I don't
kid.
understand how something can be in a bag
like
that
to.
long and it's just always soft.
Always.
Like it's just always soft.
Bro, you know what I've had? I just had for the first time in probably 10 years. Those mini muffins.
The ones you get in the
I don't think.
cafeteria.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a muffin.
Like,
I'm a full size muffin guy.
Bro, the ones that come in the
That's what I'm
bag.
about these days.
I'm a bagel guy.
So-
I like
muffins
mini
over-
cookies though.
Yeah, I do like me.
So
But
we
muffins
have
over
a,
bagels.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. What
Muffins
bagel
over bagels.
slap? I fuck.
Little
We should probably
muffins.
call it.
Well, I was
I feel
going
like
to.
our.
I was gonna call it here, but I want to try something. So we have a Discord where we put topics and stuff for us to talk about on the podcast. And one of the things that we talk about in the background a lot is a "Would You Rather" episode. So I'm gonna bring this. This is everybody who's listening. I'm just asking this right now for the first time. Do we want to try to end each episode with a "Would You Rather" conversation?
No, because they could go so long. If anything, we should start the episode. Because in some of those, we'll spend a full hour on that one question, right?
Well, how about this? We'll give ourselves 20 minutes, and we can probably do this one. Nah, maybe no. Yeah, or
Do
we
we
can just
wanna-
do an
So
episode.
that depends on which one it
Well-
is. I mean, I'm down.
We could get into it. I just don't know. Do we want to stick to the hour timeline, or are we trying
We
to
could-
be like hour and a half, 2 hours?
I mean, I would like to keep it under an hour, but if the conversation's good, the conversation's good.
True.
We're already at an hour 15.
We're already out. Okay, we can
so-
call it here. We'll call it here. We won't do the question. Maybe this will, since it's come up so many times, maybe this will edge
Maybe-
people into wanting us to do a "Would You Rather" episode.
Yeah.
Say edge one more time in this podcast. If you don't put an
Maybe-
edge word counter on this fucking podcast, where
That's
you
the
count
title
the
of this
amount of times
episode.
we say edge, you failed as an editor.
I
The
said it
title of
about
this video
times.
will be Edge for sure.
We're gonna edge this video
also,
right here.
if you have any recommendations for Would You Rather's, fucking
drop them in the
Definitely drop them in the comments, yeah.
Drop him in the edge.
Yeah, especially if
edge
you're
in the
watching this.
comments.
Edge yourself in the comments.
Yeah, no, if you're watching this on YouTube, drop them in the comments. Maybe we'll do a couple of them. But yeah, I guess we can call it here. Everything was pretty good. If you want to get our socials, they're also down below in the description.
Yep.
You can catch us on TikTok,
Talking Twitter, Spotify,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Spotify.
Instagram. It's all of it. It's all down there.
I don't.
If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel,
Yes.
subscribe to the Spotify station,
And smash
give
that
a thumbs up,
motherfucking
drop
bell.
a comment,
Drop that
All of
bell.
share it
that.
with somebody.
Yeah, smash the hit the follow, fucking hit that bell, whatever the kids are saying and shit.
Like the video.
Smash that fucking like.
Yeah.
Like the video. We drop episodes every Monday. We should probably say that.
Yes,
Facts,
that is the
yeah.
time that we do possible. Yeah. I mean, this was just another episode. I think we should just end here. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright,
Have a
Hey, guys.
Bye.
happy holidays.
Get out of my house!